The wedding planner. As the sun peeked through the curtains of her meticulously organized office, Clara Bennett stared at the long list of tasks for her latest high-profile client, socialite Jessica Sinclair. A wedding planner for over 7 years, Clara had built her reputation on flawless execution and an uncanny ability to anticipate clients' needs. But somewhere along the line, she had also built a wall around her heart. She had sworn off love after her last relationship had ended in heartbreak, an experience she had no intention of reliving. Clara pushed her glasses up the bridge of her nose and glanced at the photograph of the groom, Alex Mercer, that Jessica had included in the wedding dossier. With his tousled dark hair and warm smile, he was undeniably attractive. But Clara quickly dismissed the thought. This man was off limits. He was Jessica's fiancé, and her job was to ensure that their wedding went off without a hitch. However, as the weeks went by, their paths crossed more often than she expected. Alex was fabulously helpful, offering to assist with logistics and even diving into the creative aspects of planning. His enthusiasm for the occasion was infectious. Clara found herself drawn to him, captivated by the way he treated everyone with kindness and respect. They began sharing laughter and fleeting glances that lingered just a moment too long. Despite her best efforts to keep things professional, Clara felt the barricade she had spent years constructing begin to crack. One afternoon, in the midst of a chaotic venue walkthrough, Jessica's overbearing mother suddenly went off on a tirade about seating arrangements, temporarily derailing the process. Clara stepped outside for a moment of calm and found Alex leaning against the wall, hands in his pockets, his expression a mixture of frustration and amusement. "Is it always like this?" he asked, chuckling. Clara sighed, running her fingers through her hair. "You have no idea. But I wouldn't have it any other way." They shared a moment of understanding that felt electric, and before she could stop herself, Clara blurted out, "You know, it's really refreshing to have someone like you here." Their eyes locked, and Alex took a step closer. "I feel the same way. You're incredible at what you do, Clara." The moment hung heavy with unspoken words, but just as quickly as it had begun, it ended when Jessica burst through the door, demanding their attention. Clara's heart sank as she slipped back into her professional facade. As they moved closer to the wedding date, Clara wrestled with her feelings. With every planning detail meticulously orchestrated, she felt the connection with Alex deepen. It was only a matter of time before their professional relationship blurred the lines of her commitment to her work. On the eve of the wedding, during a final rehearsal dinner, tension surged as Clara caught a glimpse of Alex from the corner of her eye. He turned and smiled, oblivious to the storm brewing in her heart. "Clara," he said softly, approaching her halfway through the room, "can we talk?" Her heart pounded. They had danced around their attraction long enough. Love was terrifying and uncharted, but perhaps it was time to embrace the chaos, let down her defenses, and finally choose what truly mattered, because, after all, the heart sometimes knows better than the mind.